about, look, I have all these little post-it notes. Let me explain to you what happens. So now my clients are going to know this, by the way. So I'm in a session. I'm pretty well in a meditative state when I'm in a session. So that doesn't mean I'm going, okay? It just means I'm so relaxed that there's nothing in my brain. So I'm just working. And then all of a sudden, I get this, I call it a ping. I'm like sitting here, and then I hear this little phrase. So this is what meditation is, by the way, is things just pop in. Things just pop in. You don't try to force them, and they feel different. We'll talk about that in a little bit, because my husband didn't understand that until a particular experience he had, and it was so obvious that it was a meditative answer, and he does not meditate, so I want to let you know that. And that's why he kept saying, well, how do you know that's not just you thinking that in your brain? And my answer always was, it feels different. A meditative answer feels different. So I'm working on this person, and then all of a sudden I hear this little sentence pop into my head, navigating life change with fascial release. I'm like, excuse me. I go over, come back. Okay. So a lot of these ideas actually just pop into my head. So let's talk about navigating change with myofascial release. Change is hard. Let's make that the whole title. Change is hard. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you are the most enlightened person on this planet. Change is hard. How can we make it easier? Because right now, there's just a little bit of change happening in our world. I don't know if you noticed. Just a few things are changing. Let's see. Every freaking platform I have, I open up my emails every day. Oh, we're changing our terms. Oh, we're updating this. Oh, we're changing this process. Oh, every single thing is changing. I try to think of something that isn't changing right now, and I'm having a hard time. There's got to be something that isn't changing right now, but I have a hard time finding something that isn't changing. So, myofascial release and fascial work can be a nice and pleasant and enjoyable way to navigate change in your life. So, several reasons. You're feeling overwhelmed. Myofascial release actually stimulates the parasympathetic side of the nervous system, which calms you down, reduces muscle tension, increases ability of sleep, and regulates digestion. Slows breathing, slows heart rate. Those are the physiological or biological effects of the parasympathetic nervous system. Fascial work stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system. When that is calm, then you get an overall feeling of calm, and a lot of times with that, clarity. When you can calm your brain down is when you can start seeing or feeling your way through things. And I say feeling your way through things because for way too long we've thought it was all about the brain, and it's not. You can fool the brain really easily. Ask any neurologist. They'll tell you. Like, I think it's the left side of the brain. All it does is create false stories all day long. So the brain's okay, but it's no more important than any other organ. It's just a organ that we have. But what's really important is feeling your way through change. And if you have myofascial release or fascial work, a lot of times your nervous system will calm down enough that you'll get a lot of clarity in that. Another thing that it can do is give you some insight into decision making. Oh, people coming in making big decisions all the time. I don't know what to do. I can't tell you. If I had $1 for everyone that came in my clinic saying, I don't know what to do, I'm like, you don't need to know what to do. And they're like, what do you mean? I said, you just make a decision. They're like, well, what if it's the wrong decision? I said, so you make another decision after that one. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. But we've been conditioned that we have to be good and make the right decision. I hate both of those phrases. All right? Who's to say what's good and who's to say what's right? It's a very individual thing. But if you are trying to make a decision and you want to make a decision that's in most alignment with you, what works for you myofascial release and fascial work can be a bridge to help you understand you. So that doesn't mean it's going to help you understand someone else. No. It's going to help you understand what's going on inside of you, inside of your brain, your thoughts, your emotions, your circumstance. So navigating change with myofascial release is actually enjoyable. How many things, when things are changing and we have to go do something, how many of those things can we say are enjoyable? Not a lot. They're usually uncomfortable, frustrating, irritating. These are all words I had a ton of last week because we're going through big change at our clinic. It's a good change, but it's still change. So I got some myofascial work done to help me process through it, work through it, calm my nervous system. It makes decision-making process so much easier. So I would say anyone who really doesn't know what to do right now, go get some myofascial release. Go get some fascial work, some sustained fascial work. You will be surprised. It's easier than learning to meditate. Anything that's new, the brain has a resistance to. So let's talk about resistance. Resistance is probably worse than procrastination. Procrastination just means you're going to put something off. Resistance means I'm going to put it off and I don't even want to do it. I don't want to do this. I don't want to start this. Oh my gosh, billing. That's something. I just sat there. I'm like, I have a lot of resistance to this. I have a lot of resistance to this. And that's because it's new. My brain naturally will resist new things. But I'm like, okay, I'm going to sit down today. I'm going to force myself to do this. So sometimes I try to bribe myself. We have vibroacoustics at Myofascial STL Plus. I'm like, ooh, that new release came out on In Harmony, vibroacoustic sound table. I'm going to use that as my reward after I get this billing done. So I get everything out for my billing, had all the training and everything. And keep in mind, I'm a massage therapist, so insurance billing is not normally done in massage, but I come from a PT background, and it is done in PT. But that's not what I did. I was a PTA, so I was a clinician, not the biller. And besides, I used to say I was bad with numbers until I did a lot of work realizing, no, I'm not bad with numbers. I don't like numbers because I have an extra step. So I got everything out to do the billing. I didn't want to do it, but I bribed myself. And the reason I didn't want to do it is because the brain is like, this is new. This is new. I mean, I've published 2 books. I've opened and expanded this clinic massively. I have 2 degrees. Nearly anything I decide I want to do, I can do. And I'm not exaggerating with that. I can't think of anything that I can't do. I have a CDL. I can drive a semi-truck, 18-wheeler. I'll tell you, that was the hardest thing, learning to back that sucker. But I can do anything that I put my mind to. But the mind doesn't always want to go there because it's new. So you have to remember that is a function of your brain. And if you're just aware, this is a function of my brain. Now I'm going to sit down and do my billing. Well, what good can I do for myself? What treat can I give myself? And I'm like, I'll give myself a sound table session. Okay, so I sat down, I got everything out. Do you know how long it took me to do my first set of billing? 15 minutes. 15 minutes is all it took. Yet my brain, because this was new, it had this resistance and didn't want to do it. So sometimes just understanding your brain is really beneficial. It's like, yeah, the brain doesn't like new stuff. If it did, everyone would be in school. So just saying, okay, this is a function of my brain. It doesn't like it because it's new, but it's fine. And just try it anyway and see what happens.